Hello, welcome to ABC News. I'm Lorna Dunkley. The New South Wales Premier's hand has been forced just 24 hours after locking down inner and eastern Sydney. Gladys Berejiklian has upped the stakes. More than 5 million people are now ordered to stay at home. This lockdown takes in all of Greater Sydney and stretches north to the Central Coast, south to Wollongong and out to the Blue Mountains. It'll be in place for at least 2 weeks. The rest of New South Wales is also living under new rules. Health officials say there's no other option if they are to have any chance of slowing the spread of the virus. 29 new cases were reported yesterday. For a second day in a row, there have been quite extraordinary scenes of panic buying in supermarkets.
The virus doesn't discriminate, and now neither does the lockdown. All of Greater Sydney's been ordered to stay home.
It's like we got everything under control, and then all of a sudden, what happens? Bam, we're hit with an outbreak.
So we should stay home, but stock up first, guys.
Stocking up after the snap decision.
From 6 p.m. today, all of Greater Sydney, the Blue Mountains, the Central Coast and Wollongong will go into a lockdown.
Contact tracers have been racing to get ahead of the Delta strain, but they fear the virus is too quick.
What we're seeing is by the time we've got there and uncovered these chains of transmission, we have had a number of people infectious in the community.
Of concern, potential exposure sites are cropping up well outside the original lockdown zone.
I think all of us understand the unique circumstances in this case. The absolute contagious nature of this variant. We should brace ourselves for more cases. We're finding that all household contacts unfortunately are getting the virus. Transmissibility is at least double what previous variants have been.
The first infection was discovered 10 days ago. There are now 82 cases, 29 were reported yesterday.
So here is how the new rules apply. It depends on which local council area you live in. The lockdown zone's been expanded to take in the rest of Greater Sydney, plus the Blue Mountains, the Central Coast, and as I mentioned, Wollongong. If you live in any of those places, you must stay at home until midnight on Friday, the 9th of July. You are allowed to leave though, for these reasons. Let's take a look at them. They are essential shopping, outdoor exercise in small groups, for work and education, and for care or medical reasons, and that actually includes childcare or getting a vaccine. If you're an employer, you must let your staff work remotely unless it is impossible for them to do so. For weddings, there's a grace period until the end of this weekend, and funerals are allowed with up to 100 mourners, but the 4 square metre rule does still apply. If you are outside this area, you are now restricted to no more than 5 visitors. That includes children in your own home. Masks are mandatory at indoor venues, and you have to follow that 4 square metre rule as well. Dancing is not allowed except for small groups at weddings in regional areas, and there are also caps on gym classes. There's an important condition too if you're now in regional New South Wales, but you've been in any of the lockdown zones since last Monday, that's the 21st of June, you are also subject to the lockdown orders.
The restrictions need to be applied absolutely, and it's critical that we all comply with them if we are going to achieve that no community transmission.
This morning, police issued a stern warning that the time for cautions is over.
It annoys me no end that people think that they can behave as per normal.
But for businesses, yesterday's swift changes caused confusion.
To defeat this virus, we all need to stop moving around unless we absolutely have to. Don't play games with yourself and with the community.
For some, catching COVID is still the biggest danger. The Agriculture Minister posted this video from his sickbed.
It sort of feels like being hit by a bus. Please stay safe, everyone. Stay away from Sydney. You do not want to be down here at the moment.
A timely warning. Rani Hayman, ABC News, Sydney.